Hello friends, this is Professor Nitin Morkani. This is my current profile which is shown on the screen. In this lecture, we start a new topic of machine design to bevel gears. This is the first lecture on bevel gears. In this lecture, we discuss the types of bevel gears and terminology of bevel gears. Bevel gears are used to transmit power between two intersecting shafts. That thing is knowing to you. Bevel gears are broadly classified into two groups: straight bevel gear and spiral bevel gear, that is shown in figure A and B respectively. A straight bevel gear, figure A, straight bevel gear, figure B, spiral bevel gear. In case of a straight bevel gear, the elements of the teeth of the straight bevel gears are straight lines which converge into common apex point, that is clearly shown in figure A. Similarly, in case of a spiral bevel gear, the element of the teeth of the spiral bevel gears are spiral curves which also converge into a common apex point. Invalid profile is used for the form of the teeth for both types of gears. Straight bevel gears easy to design and manufacture and give a reasonable good service when properly mounted on shaft. There is one disadvantage of this straight bevel gear, that straight bevel gear create a noise at high speed condition. Spiral bevel gears, here in other hand, the spiral bevel gears are difficult to design and costly to manufacture, because to manufacture spiral bevel gear we need a specialized tools and sophisticated machinery to manufacture the spiral bevel gears. Spiral bevel gears have smooth teeth engagement which results in quiet operation even at a high speed. They have a better strength and are used for high speed power transmission. See that spiral bevel gear, there is a smooth engagement, that's why it is used for high speed application. And due to the better strength, that is used in higher power transmission. Remember this. In some cases, bevel gears are classified on the basis of pitch angle. On the basis of pitch angle, bevel gears classified into three types. First one, external bevel gear. When the pitch angle less than 90 degree, that gear is called external bevel gear. That is the first type based on pitch angle. Second, crown bevel gear. When the pitch angle is equal to 90 degree, it is called crown bevel gear. Third type based on pitch angle, when the pitch angle is more than 90 degree, it is called internal bevel gear. Remember this classification, that is this classification, remember this classification based on pitch angle. See, if the pitch angle less than 90 degree, external bevel gear; pitch angle equal to 90 degree, crown bevel gear; and pitch angle greater than 90 degree, that is internal bevel gear. Okay, on this one mark question asked in MCQ, multiple choice question in examination. There are certain special categories of bevel gears. See the first one, metered gear. Everyone clearly observe this sketch that is shown on the screen. When two identical bevel gears are mounted on a shaft which are intersecting at right angles, they called metered gear. They called metered gear. Metered gear having some characteristics. First characteristics, the pitch angle of pinion and gear of metered gears are same and each is equal to 45 degree. The second characteristics, the pinion and gear of metered gears rotate at the same speed. Remember this. Third characteristics, the pinion and gear have same dimensions, namely addendum, dedendum, pitch, circle diameter, number of teeth and module. Remember, this is the very important thing. Third characteristics, in case of a metered gear, the pinion and gear have same dimensions, namely addendum, dedendum, pitch, circle diameter, number of teeth and module. And the last characteristics of metered gear, the pinion and gear of metered gears are always mounted on a shaft which are perpendicular to each other. Now the second type, crown gear. Everyone again observe this sketch carefully. Bottom gear is a crown gear, and on that gear bevel pinion is mounted. Bevel pinion is engaged with the crown gear. In a pair of bevel gears, when one of the gears have the pitch angle of 90 degree, then that gear is called crown gear. Remember this. Such bevel gears are mounted on a shaft which are intersecting at an angle more than 90 degree. The crown gear is equivalent to the rack in a spur gearing. Observe the sketch. Crown gear is equivalent to the rack in spur gearing. Third one, the special category of bevel gear. Third type, internal bevel gears. Again, everyone observe the sketch carefully. When the teeth of a bevel gears are cut on the inside of the pitch cone, it is called internal bevel gear. In this case, the pitch angle of internal gear is more than 90 degree and the apex point is on the back side of the teeth on that gear. Remember another important thing about the internal gear. Internal bevel gears are used in planetary gear train. Okay, remember the application of internal bevel gear. Internal bevel gears are used in planetary gear train. Okay, this question also asked in a multiple choice question for 1 mark. Fourth special category, skew bevel gears. Again, everyone observe the sketch shown on the screen. There are 3 sketch A, B and C. A, straight bevel gears, B, skew bevel gears and C, spiral bevel gears. Okay, now see the definition. When 2 straight bevel gears are mounted on a shaft which are non-parallel and non-intersecting, they are called skew bevel gear. Okay, observe the sketch B. It is seen that the apex point of a pinion is offset with respect to that of a gear. See, remember, apex point of pinion is offset with respect to that of a gear. So again, skew bevel gear having a certain characteristics. See the first characteristics. Skew bevel gears have a straight teeth. This is the first characteristic. Second characteristic, skew bevel gears are mounted on a non-parallel and non-intersecting shaft. And the last special category of bevel gear, that is very important, hypoid gears. Again, observe the sketch that is shown on the screen. Sketch D for hypoid gears. Hypoid gears are similar to the spiral bevel gears that are mounted on a shaft which are non-parallel and non-intersecting. That is shown in figure D. Hypoid gears are based upon pitch surfaces which are hyperboloids of the revolution. When two hyperboloids are rotated together, remember this, when two hyperboloids are rotated together, the resultant motion is a combination of rolling and sliding. The sliding is along the length of teeth and result in increasing friction. On this account, extreme pressures lubricants are used for these gears. The efficiency of bevel gear drive is 98 to 99%, whereas that for hypoid gears is 96 to 98%. Hypoid gears having a certain characteristics, again hypoid gears having a certain characteristics. First characteristics, hypoid gears have a curved teeth. Okay, due to curved teeth there is a smooth engagement, there is it does not create a noise, that's why it is used for high speed and high load application. Hypoid gears are second characteristics, hypoid gears are mounted on a non-parallel non-intersecting shafts. Remember, these are the two important characteristics. Now remember the application. Hypoidal bevel gears are mainly used in automobile differential. Remember, hypoid bevel gears are mainly used in automobile differential. Okay, this is the first point in this lecture, types of bevel gears. Okay, first we discuss the broad classification, straight and spiral bevel gear. Second, based on pitch angle, that is external bevel gear, internal bevel gear, screw bevel gear, and another special category of bevel gear, in that we discuss the metered gear, skew bevel gear, internal bevel gear, sorry, crown bevel gear, internal bevel gear, screw bevel gear, hypoid bevel gears. Okay, now let me move to the next point, terminology of bevel gears. Everyone clearly observe these two sketches, A and B. A bevel gear is in the form of frustum of cone. The dimension of bevel gears, all the dimension of bevel gears are clearly shown in figure A and B. Now let me start the terminology of the bevel gear one by one. Before starting the terminology, first of all, read the sketch carefully. Now first sketch A. In sketch A, there is a pitch cone that is shown by the dotted line. That cone, left side cone, that is shown by the dotted line, that is pitch cone. And right angle to the pitch cone, there is a back cone to the right side. Pitch angle, pitch line, face, root, face angle, root angle, addendum angle, dedendum angle, and the important thing, large end of tooth. Observe the large end of tooth, that is the very important point in bevel gear. This is the figure A. Figure B, look at the figure B. O is the apex point of pitch cone, C is the apex point of back cone. See these 2 points. O to C is the axis of bevel gear, O is the apex point of pitch cone, C is the apex point of back cone. Small b is the face width at the large end of tooth. H suffix A, addendum, H suffix F, dedendum. Gamma, pitch angle. Gamma is the pitch angle, pitch line. A to B is the back cone radius, that denoted by letter R suffix B. Capital D is the pitch circle diameter of bevel gear. Okay, now let me start. First point, pitch cone. Pitch cone is an imaginary cone, the surface of which contains the pitch line of all the teeth in the bevel gear. Now observe the left portion of this sketch. that is shown by the dotted line, that is the imaginary cone, and the surface of that cone contain pitch line of all the teeth, that is called pitch cone. This is the first point in terminology. Second point, cone center. Apex point of pitch cone is called as a cone center. Now see the left side, O point, capital O point is the apex point of pitch cone, and that point is called cone center. Third point, cone distance. Cone distance is the length of pitch cone element. It is also called pitch cone radius. See, cone distance. Cone distance is the length of pitch cone element. It is also called as a pitch cone radius, and it is denoted by A suffix O. Now observe in this case, cone distance, the distance AO. Observe the left portion. On the left portion clearly show the distance AO. That distance is called cone distance, and it is also called as a pitch cone radius and denoted by letter A suffix O. Fourth point, pitch angle. Now again observe the sketch carefully. The angle that the pitch line make with the axis of the gear is called pitch cone. See, angle of the pitch line makes with the angle of the gear is called pitch cone. Means observe the pitch line and axis of a bevel gear, that is O to C. Angle between these two lines, that angle is called as a pitch cone, and that denoted by letter gamma. Pitch angle is also called as a center angle. Remember, that is for the MCQ. Pitch angle is also called as a center angle. Fifth parameter in terminology, addendum angle. It is the angle suspended by the addendum at the cone center. Angle suspended by the addendum at the cone center, that is the addendum angle, and it is denoted by a letter alpha. Now in this addendum angle is clearly mentioned. In this case, the addendum angle is clearly mentioned, and that denoted by letter alpha. Dedendum angle, it is the angle suspended by the dedendum at the cone center. It is the angle suspended by the cone center. Sorry, it is the angle suspended by dedendum at the cone center, that is the dedendum angle, and it is denoted by letter delta. Now point number 7 in terminology, face angle. Observe the sketch, observe the face angle. Face angle, it is the summation of, see, observe, face angle, it is the summation of pitch angle and addendum angle. Pitch angle and addendum angle, gamma plus alpha. Again, see the definition. It is the angle suspended by the face of the tooth at the cone center. Face angle, it is the sum of pitch angle and addendum angle, gamma plus alpha. Next parameter, parameter number 8 in terminology, root angle. It is the angle suspended by root of the tooth at the cone center. Observe the root angle. Root angle is also mentioned. Root angle. Root angle, it is the angle suspended by the root of the tooth at the cone center, and root angle pitch angle minus dedendum angle, gamma minus delta. Back cone, point number 9 in terminology of bevel gear. Back cone, here clearly shown in this sketch, back cone. Back cone is an imaginary cone, and its elements are perpendicular to the element of pitch cone, that is clearly shown in this sketch. Okay, back cone is, again, it is an imaginary cone, and the element of back cone is perpendicular to the element of pitch cone. And the last point in a terminology, back cone distance. Back cone distance, it is the length of back cone element. Back cone distance, it is the length of back cone element, and it is also called as a back cone radius, and it is denoted by letter R suffix B. Okay, these are the 10 important points in terminology. The first point is the pitch cone. Second, cone center, that is point O. Cone distance, A suffix O. Pitch angle, gamma. Addendum angle, alpha. Dedendum angle, delta. Face angle, sum of pitch angle and addendum angle, gamma plus alpha. Root angle, pitch angle minus dedendum angle, gamma minus delta. Back cone, that is also imaginary cone, and the element of that back cone is perpendicular to the element of pitch cone. And the last point is the back cone distance, or it is also called as the back cone radius, and that denoted by letter r suffix b. Back cone distance, it is the length of back cone element, denoted by letter r suffix b. Okay, thank you very much.